Hey guys, Tim Wilson UK here, and welcome back to the Golf Club. So for those of you that have been watching in the past and have been watching videos on this series, you will notice, and this is for the benefit of those people that are watching on YouTube, you will notice that I didn't actually post any videos for last week's tournament, and that was purely because of the fact that I was taking a week off from recording the Golf Club. I was finishing the Uncharted 4 series. I wanted to give it a bit of a break. I did actually play. I didn't do incredibly well. I didn't get a demotion strike. I finished just above the demotion strike line. And when I say just above, I mean literally the guy above the demotion strike line. So it wasn't a great tournament for me, but nevertheless, I finished it. I didn't record it, but we're jumping straight into this week's tournament, and I've reinvigorated. I'm up for this one. I haven't actually played this course before. I don't think. It's Cedar Pointe Golf Club. It's round one of the Vandalay Industries Cup. So let's jump straight into this. By the looks of the screenshot that we've got on the screen there, this is an alpine course. So I would imagine there's going to be an awful lot of trees and a fair amount of water. But let's wait for it to load up. I want to thank those people that have been watching some of my other series, my Uncharted series. That was thoroughly enjoyable. And if you haven't checked it out, have a look at it. I've also been posting some drone footage that I've been taking. Really starting to enjoy playing with the drone. I want to try and get some overhead shots of some local golf courses soon. So for those of you that are interested in that, then keep your eyes peeled for that. But let's jump straight into round number one. I would imagine we're probably going to have a fair amount of wind on this first round, just to try and set the bar. Let's have a quick look. No, 1 mile an hour, but that could all change. It normally does. 355 yards, so we start off with a really short par 4, but we've got a lot of water down the right hand side here, so I need to make 100% sure that I do get this in the fairway. That looks good. Looks like we're going to carry the tree, which we have done. We managed to carry onto the fairway as well, so that's pretty good. Alright, we've got a fairly short shot here, 84 yards. We've got another 9 yards on top of that, so another 8 yards, sorry, on top of that. So it's 92. Ball's below my feet. Let's have a look at the green, see which way the slope's going. Right, it's coming back towards the hole, so we do need to be this side of the hole. Because if it spins, it's going to spin to the right. There we go. Could have done, well, I probably over allowed for that. Yeah, I did over allow for the ball being below my feet, but let's see if we can get this close. It'd be nice if it dropped, but I really do struggle with those ones where we're putting across the slope. But a par's better than a bogey. Let's see if anybody's played. Yeah, a few people have played this. Any friends played it? Yeah, Jerry Lee's played it. Jerry Lee 63, 2 under 3 2. Jeez, he's having a good round. 2 under 3 2. Nice stuff, Jerry Lee. We've got a par 5 here. I think if we put a little bit of fade on this, we can get this around the corner. Let's hope. Is it going to carry the corner? Sounds like it. No tree. Is it going to stop before we hit the rough? It is. Now. Oh, no, it's not. So that's going to prove difficult now. Yeah, so that is not going to be an option. We're going to be wanting to play down here. came out of the rough nicely. Is it going to go in the rough on the other side? It looks like it is. So not a good par 5 so far. We've gone from rough, or from semi-rough to rough. Well, we're in the heavy rough now. We've got 80, well, we've got 69 yards. Call it 71 yards, but we're in the rough here, so I need to just really get this out. I need to get it on the green, that's the main thing. Punch it out with a pitch shot, hope for a bit of run here. It's not going to run too much, it's going to leave me a hell of a long putt, so I've made a complete mess of this par 5. It was a good opportunity to score a birdie, and it's gone begging. Fairly slow greens, 163. And that will pick up a par, but once again through 2 holes with no wind. That's very, very disappointing. I should have really just played safe off of the tee with the 3-wood. But hey ho, let's keep going. And again, should have dropped down to a 3-wood, but it's too late now once I played the shot, and it makes these second shots so difficult. I'm right in front of that bit of wood. I'm hoping I can carry over it. 145. Are we going to have enough club to get there? Let's hope we do. Yeah, looks okay. It's going to hit the front of the green. Should get a good roll. That's okay considering where I was, but still giving myself these really long putts, or longish putts, 10 feet plus for birdie is not good. That's not turning at all, and right until the death. And that's 3 holes played and yet to make any impact on the scoreboard. Jerry Lee's going well, 3 under through 4 holes. Really, really well played so far. I need to skirt the edge of this bunker here. Okay, now it needs to slow up because I don't want to be in the rough again. Alright, so we're in the middle of the fairway, which is the first for the last couple of holes. We've got 147 plus 5, 152 into a slight wind, not a lot. Let's see if this is a better shot. It's got a better line. Still think it's going to come up a little shy, but it's going to be inside of 10 feet, and this is what I want, because then we have a respectable chance at a birdie. And that is the first birdie. So 4 holes and we pick up the first birdie. This isn't going to be a great round, I don't think, guys, but I'm going to keep going. I haven't been playing incredibly well lately. I must admit, round 3 of the last tournament I shot a 61, but the other 3 rounds were pretty mediocre, and that's why I was only just above the demotion line. I think I shot an opening round of 2 under par, a second round of 3 under par, and then I shot a 9 under par in the third round, and then I shot level par in the final round, so I couldn't keep it going at all. So we've got 183, 189 with the wind behind ever so slightly. I'm going to leave it on this club because I think with the run we should get up near the flag. Yeah, that looks good. That's going to give me inside 10 feet again. Albeit we've got a bit of movement on this one, 4 feet. But we get another birdie. So 2 under par through 5. Catching up with Jerry Lee. He's sort of stalled a little bit on 3 under par. Right, long here and you're in the bunker. 170, 167, 161. I'd rather be short here than long. Be good if I'm on the front of the green. It's not going to quite make the green, but it should get a good bounce. That's going to be okay. It's going to roll a bit here. So we're going to have about 10, 11 feet, maybe a little more. 14. It's uphill though, so we're the right side of the hole. Get in. Oh, nearly, nearly. And we stay at 2 under par. I think I'd be... Oh, so he's dropped a shot on the next hole. I think I'd be happy with a round of about 5 under, maybe 6 under. Wind's going to blow this to the right, so I need to make sure. This is a difficult one because you've always got this opportunity because or this chance that you're going to go through the fairway purely because of the fact that you're playing into the side of the fairway. There we go, into the side of the fairway, and it's literally just going to run straight through the other side. So we've got 135 yards, 140 call it, into the wind. Sorry, not into the wind. We've got with the rough. I'm hoping the 145 club is enough to get us onto the green. It is just, but we're going to be putting from a long way away. That ball almost shot straight left off the club face. And that's going to be a humongous putt. 30 feet maybe? 42 feet, 2 feet uphill. Nowhere near the hole. Alright, so this is going to be a tough one. I can see why he bogeyed this. That's where the big slope is, where the yellow is. It's fairly straight up there. But we've got 2 feet uphill. I need to make sure I get it up the hill. I don't think I've hit that. No, I haven't hit it. Now I know why he bogeyed this one. And I still haven't hit it, and that's why he bogeyed. That is terrible, that hole. 3-putt bogey. Bad, bad shot. Really not well played at all. Now, this is a par 5. I'm going to drop this down to a 3-wood because I don't want to run out of fairway again. And it's a fairly short par 5. So hopefully if we can keep this in the fairway and we can get it about 280 yards, I may be able to get it to the green in 2 anyway. Yeah, 250 to the flag, 3-wood will get there. Wind behind. I'm going to try and bring this in from the left. That's okay, that is. That's okay. We're on. It's going to give me an eagle putt. I'd love to drop an eagle here, but look at the movement on this green, man. 31 feet. Uphill. It's tracking nicely. It's still below the hole, but it's going to leave me about 3 feet for birdie. 2 feet. So we're going to get the shot back. We dropped straight away. Well, let's see if we can. He picked up a birdie on 9, so it's a par 3. Let's have a quick look how we're doing here. So it's 173 plus 7. It's 180 yards into the wind. It's got to be this club for me. Wind's going to hold it up a little, but we should get a bit of a run here. Probably should have put a few more yards onto it. There's not a lot of movement on this putt. Let's see if we can get it in. Don't think I've hit it hard enough. No! That is criminal! That is criminal! 2 under through 9. Not having a great round so far, guys, but I'm going to just keep plugging through because this... I have seen a back 9. I think I shot a back 9 of about 7 under par on a round before, so I am going to just keep going. My calculations, my putting's not great at the moment. My calculations into the greens, I'm not great at the minute. 144, it's 147 all day long. We've got a smidge of wind. That has got to be the right club. It's nice and straight. It's 100%. This has got to be close. Inside 10 feet is good. That's how I want to be getting into the greens. So you have putts like that to pick up a birdie. So back to 3 under par. Good start to the back 9. He's on 6 under par. Did that mean he's just eagled this hole? Wow. If he did, kudos to you, my friend. I'm going to try and take on some of this tree here. I may be biting off more than I can chew, but who cares? Let's go for it. That's going to stay in the fairway. That is a cracking drive. 135 to the flag. So we've got a bit of wind here. It's actually about 136, so I'm going to add a little onto that. Didn't come off the club so straight, but it looks like it's travelling nice and straight. Is it going to bite though? Is it going to bite? Didn't quite. That's going to be beyond 10 feet. I shouldn't have added any extra on there. I didn't need it. Can I get this in? Simple answer is no, because I hit it too hard. Didn't hit it straight, and that is another opportunity that's gone begging. Stay at 3 under par through 11. $191, so that's 188 plus 4 is 192. That is definitely the club. Let's take a little off of it. Now we need to allow for this wind. Now I have overcompensated in the past, so I'm going to leave it there. You can see the wind's already taking effect, so it would be good if it... Yeah, see, that is still... Is that going to stop? No. Should have taken more off of it. The line was pretty much bang on, but it's still gone 20 feet past the hole, which isn't great. That's okay, it's a lag putt, 22 feet. Anything that drops in from that distance is a bonus. So I'm pleased to pick up a par on that hole. We're running out of time here though. I need to try and pick up some more strokes here. A long par 4, 483 yards. I'm going to take on some more of this corner. See if I can get the ball rolling down that slope. It's okay, it's going to be almost 300 yards, that one. So we've got 181 bang on to the flag here. 180, 177. Let's take a little off of it. Allow a bit for the wind. That could be good. The wind's just picked up a little as I hit it, but it's still on track. It's going to roll past. It's still going to be inside 10 feet though, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Tough little putt though. 5 feet. It's in. We pick up a birdie. Nice. As I said, I think I'd be happy with 5, 6 under par, so we're on track for that. Alright, how much of this do we take on? Can we get over that tree? I think we can get over that tree, or we can get alongside the tree. It's alright, that's not going to take too much off of it. That's pretty good. 267, still in the middle of the fairway. Don't mind hitting the tree there. 171, 181 into the wind. That has got to be the club. I'm going to take a little off of this just to try and slow it down a bit. Right, we don't want to roll too far past the flag. It's uphill, so that's okay. That's going to be about 10 feet, 9 feet. Oh my goodness me. Another one goes begging. 4 under par. Jerry Lee's gone to 8 under. Does that mean he hit another eagle? He must have. Having a blinding round. 8 under par. And that is making my 4 under par looking very, very mediocre. And now I've hit that in the rough. That's why he got an eagle, because this is a par 5. And I am very disappointed with myself there, because again I'm not capitalising on the par 5. 62 plus 5, 67. Don't roll back. Don't roll back. My God. Tell you what, when it's not your day, it's not your day. That's a pitch shot. Unbelievable that it can roll back like that. And look at the slope again. Ah! Get in. No. Not capitalised on the par 5 again. Disappointing round so far. Very disappointing. 4 under. 217. Wow, look at this. Look at this hole. 217. 214. Less 20. 194. No. Yeah, 194. I hope. Otherwise we're going to be extremely long or very wet. That's okay. It's on. It's on the green. It's not going to be too close. It's going to be about 14, 15 feet. 10 feet. Oh, it just grabbed it. That was fortuitous. I didn't expect a birdie there. But 5 under par. Jerry Lee's gone to 9 under. So, absolute storming round by him. First round in this tournament. It'd be good to see him get to double figures. It's nice to have some kind of a benchmark to play towards. He has been ahead of me from the first hole on this round, so I haven't given him much competition at all. We're not going to get there with that club, that's for damn sure. Didn't quite want to hit 100% there anyway, so that is pretty much bang on. That should roll up nicely. This could end up being very, very good. And if only I'd planned it like that. 5 feet. No! Man, my putting is letting me down at the minute. That was so bad. Oh, put it right next to the hole for a birdie, and then it's just so bad. Alright, so he finishes 10 under par, so Very, very well done, my friend. That is a cracking double figure round. Right, it would be nice to actually hit a fairway on one of these par 5s. And it looks like we could actually hold a fairway, yeah. So I think 5 under par is going to be really, really below par for this round, or for this tournament, because I think the guys are really going to be shooting absolutely stonking rounds here. That's terrible. They're going to be shooting the likes of, you know, I don't even know what they're going to be shooting. They're going to be shooting 14, 15 under. So I'm going to be nowhere near, but I need to make sure I just get this up there near the green, near the hole. Should roll a bit. May be able to pick up a birdie. I said 5, 6 under par, but I don't think it's going to be enough for this tournament. Oh my good God, what the hell is going on? 5 under par, super disappointing round there. 5 under par for that course with that wind is bad. Really, really bad. So, I mean, Jerry Lee shot really well and I didn't shoot well at all. I mean, look at that. Some of those guys, 15 under, 13 under, and that's what you should be shooting round there. So I am super disappointed with 5 under par, but it's the first round. I need to try and claw something back in the second round. I'm going to call an end to this particular video. I'll probably shoot round number 2 straight afterwards, so probably won't post it on YouTube straight afterwards. But guys, if you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoyed it, remember to hit that like button if you want to leave some comments, and or subscribe to the channel. Comments box is just below, subscription button should be bottom right hand corner of the video. But until next time guys, take care, see you on the next round. Bye now.